The Golden State Warriors have had the longest standing core in the NBA, and it's not particularly close. Their trio of Steph, Klay, and Draymond are now entering their 12th season together, and the Warriors once again have built a team around these three, hoping that they can replicate past successes. And while Steph remains a top 5 player in the world, as well as the offseason addition of Chris Paul looking to be a positive one so far, the Warriors are struggling immensely this season. At the time I'm recording this, the team is 6-8 and on a 6-game losing streak. So what is the problem with this team, and who is responsible for Golden State's poor start? As for the other members of Golden State's trio, Draymond Green has once again gotten into another serious physical altercation, but as far as his play, he has been around the same player he's been, and while it's on low volume, he is actually impressively shooting 45% from 3 this year. So if Steph and Draymond are playing well, and the team is better with Chris Paul on the floor, what's wrong with the Warriors? That leads us to the third member of Golden State's longtime core, and the topic of today's video, Klay Thompson. In today's video, we are going to be diving into his very poor start to the season, as well as the uncertain future for both him and this Warriors team. Thompson this year has struggled mightily, averaging under 14 points a game on 52% true shooting and 40-33-87 splits as the second option for this Golden State team. And during the team's losing streak, he has been averaging 11 points a game on a horrific 44 true shooting percentage with 31-28-81 splits. So what can we attribute to Thompson's major struggles this year? One factor when trying to find this out that we have to take into consideration is the construction of this year's Golden State roster. And when you look at it, you notice a real lack of another dangerous scoring option besides Curry. Andrew Wiggins has also really struggled offensively, averaging 12 a game on a 47% true shooting mark, which is one of the worst in the league, and Chris Paul is way past his prime as a scorer, and while he may have hurt them at times, the occasional Jordan Poole scoring explosions have been missed this year. The fact of the matter is Klay Thompson is probably not a number 2 option on a team with championship aspirations in 2023, and Thompson's points per game currently would mark his fewest since his rookie season in 2011-12. His overall shooting and 3-point efficiency are also on pace for career lows as well. Now, to be fair, it is likely we see some positive shooting regression from an all-time great shooter in Thompson, as in his first full season back from injury last year, he shot a very impressive 41% from 3 on a career high near 11 attempts per game. But with that being said, the looks Thompson is getting aren't nearly as good as usual, and that may be attested to the lack of non-Curry scoring gravity around him. He seems to be forcing looks at times, and you have to understand it to an extent, because really everybody else on Golden State not named Stephen Curry has not been making shots at an impressive rate. I mean, Curry is nearly outscoring Chris Paul, Klay, and Wiggins combined this season. Nonetheless though, Golden State has been a better team statistically when Klay is off the court this year, and combined with the fact that he has really struggled on offense, it hasn't even been mentioned yet, he is nowhere near the defensive player he was pre-injury. He has the 25th worst defensive box plus minus in the league currently, and the eye test doesn't exactly help his case either. So with all that being said about Thompson, it makes the conversation about the 33-year-old's future with the Warriors very interesting. Thompson is making $40 million right now, is on the last year of his deal. The two sides did not come to terms on an extension over the offseason, and it is likely at this point Thompson hits free agency. It was reported by Shams that the two sides were pretty far away on a deal, and you would think if Thompson wants a similar salary to the one he's receiving right now from Golden State, there's a good chance they really let him test the waters in his free agency. Golden State has already retained both Andrew Wiggins and Draymond Green, who are both now making $20+ million, and it's very unlikely either would be let go of to make room for Klay at this point in his career. Golden State likely wouldn't want to give Thompson really anything probably over $30 million and go even deeper into the luxury tax, especially with the way he started this season. Him and his team's future long term are both very up in the air currently. It is going to be very intriguing to see if Golden State and Klay can turn things around and how hard they will push to retain the 4-time All-Star 2-guard. Let me know what you think about Thompson's start to the season and if you think he will stay with the Warriors past this season. I thank y'all for watching and peace out.